drop your call. I'm going to call you right back here momentarily and see if we can get a clearer line, okay?
Thank you.
So bear with me, guys. Actually, you know what? We're going to take a break here right now because it is that time. Alan, you hold on. And what we will do here is we will hop out for a quick break here. You're listening to two mediums and a large. Well, not a large, because James is gone, but two mediums and a medium with Elizabeth and the extra large with myself here on Spaced Out Weekend. We'll be right back after this.
Have you ever had an extraterrestrial
All right, Liz, can you hear?
One you just couldn't explain? Well, maybe I can help. Hello, I am Samantha Mullet. On the second Tuesday of each month, I will join
I'm going to call Paisley back here.
To bring a human aspect to ET contact.
Sir, are you still with us?
And I'd love to help you understand.
Okay, you're clear. Okay, 1 second, guys.
The ET experience. The second Tuesday of
Yeah,
each
that
month,
got ugly there for a
Spaced Out
second.
Radio.
Hold on 1 second.
Fairies, Bigfoot,
We'll get Paisley
Dogman,
back and see if this
goblins.
works.
Hey, if it's cryptid in any way, I'm looking into it. Hi there, this is author Ronald Murphy, also known as Spaced Out Radio's Crypto Guru. Join me every second Wednesday of the month
yeah,
on
now you're
Spaced
clear.
Out Radio
Much
with
better.
Dave Scott, where we will talk about the stories people call tall tales. I will fill you in on the latest sightings and the hidden histories that are causing quite a stir. You can find everything at spacedoutradio.com.
Hi there, this is Jolene with Rivulet Reiki and Readings, and I want you to relax. Let me help you chill out and get in touch with your body, mind, and soul. In this busy world, sometimes we need to let go, and this is where I can help. Visit my website, rivuletrndr.wix.com/rivuletrndr, or my Facebook page, Rivulet R&R, to set up an appointment for relaxation, Reiki, or readings, no matter where you are. It's time for you to make time for you.
Would you like to expand your clientele? Have you ever thought of online radio advertising? Check out spacedoutradio.com to get your name out there. Our listeners support those who advertise with us, so why not give it a try? We have the most competitive advertising prices out there. Just click on the advertising tab on spacedoutradio.com and contact us today.
Are you an ET experiencer, but you just don't know what's going on? Are you too timid or shy to discuss it with anyone? Maybe I can help. Join me, R. Keith Andrews, the first Friday of every month on Spaced Out Radio, and I will help you to find the answers you're looking for. Together, I will help you understand the off-worlders and the true meanings behind your experiences. All you have to do is join us in the Spaced Out Radio chat room. See you there.
Every Saturday and Sunday night, as Dave Scott wanders aimlessly in the wilderness, you can come hang out with me, James Tyson, in Spaced Out Weekend. Starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, I'll take you along as we talk with some of the best experts in their fields. SpacedOutRadio.com is the place to find us. So sit down, relax, put your feet up. Enjoy the topics like the paranormal, supernatural, intuitiveness, and so much more. Hope to see you there.
Hi there, this is your psychic medium Joanna, and I would love it if you would join us every other Sunday on Spaced Out Weekend. With host James Tyson, we'll bring you personal psychic messages on two mediums and a large. Questions about love, life, career changes. We would love it if you would come and join us live. Call in and listen in for the experience. Allow us to open the doors to your other side. Two mediums and a large, heard only on Spaced Out Weekend at spacedoutradio.com.
Would you like to become one of our space travelers? All you have to do is click on the Space Travelers icon at spacedoutradio.com. For only $5 a month, you can get access to some great prizes, as well as private monthly shows, newsletters, and a members-only section on our website. Become a space traveler today.
Do you have a topic or a guest that you'd like to hear on Spaced Out Radio? Let us know at spacedoutradio.com, where you can sign up to become a Space Traveler member today. Or you can find us on Twitter at Spaced Out Radio and on our Facebook page, Spaced Out Radio Show. Welcome back to Two Mediums, a medium and an extra large tonight on Spaced Out Weekend, rounding out the weekend. I, Dave Scott, will be back tomorrow night on the show. We got the boys from Chronicles of the Unknown hopping in to talk some paranormal tomorrow night. We have Paisley. We have Serb as our resident mediums tonight. We have Elizabeth, who's manning the show. And I do want to make one comment before we bring Michael back on. Okay, if you are calling in, I can only take one call at a time, and I'm getting a lot of messages. It just keeps ringing and ringing and ringing. That's because there's a call on the air. So you got to keep trying if you want to get in. We will try to get to absolutely everyone in the next 90 minutes. So, Mike, you're up. Or Alan. Yeah, I'm sorry, Alan. It's been a long day for me. So I'm not manning the control very, very well here.
You're doing a fine job, Dave.
You're doing great. You are.
Thank you.
So, Alan, this is Paisley again. I just wanted to speak to your question because I think we might have had some audio issues that are resolved now.
Yeah.
And, so did that make sense to you about in the photograph or a picture that your partner would be supporting you and having your back?
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. And like I said, I've done about 8 or 9 of them, and he's shown up in every single one of them behind me, and his aura, everything. Just it was like a regular picture, like in the old days when you take a 35 millimeter picture or something. It's like an overexposure. It's like his entire aura, his face, everything is very clear behind me. So I just didn't know what it meant, and nobody could tell me what that means. But
Congratulations! Yeah,
something they've never seen before.
Yeah, I wouldn't read too much into it. I just feel like really strongly that he's got your back. So it's not something you need to question or ask a lot of people about it. I pulled a card for you, and I pulled the High Priestess card, which would indicate to me knowledge and spirituality blended together. So again, that indicates you must trust the process, not question it, not dissect it, not analyze it, just trust it.
Yeah, it just gets challenging to trust it when there's periods of unexplained silence and then everything's good and then, just whatever. But yes, and I've heard that trust thing is something I need to do. But,
yeah. Oh, good. It's a reoccurring theme, maybe.
Yes.
And Serb, did you have anything you'd like to add?
I just got that it's interesting that this is happening, but also that it's leading to something new for you. So I feel like you're either, I don't know, there is a reason for it, and Paisley's bang on. I mean, it's there. It's not something to be over-questioned, just to enjoy it. But also I feel like it's going to lead you to something new. I've got the Fool here, and Fool's always a new beginning. And then I've got 2 of Cups, which tells me that that's about union, and that's about harmony, and that's about completeness. And so...
there is total harmony. Yeah.
Yeah, and more coming.
Well, I just wish the silence would go away and make the whole thing a whole lot easier.
All right. Alan,
all right.
Thank you so much, Alan, for calling in. We are going to go to a 484 area code, Liz.
Hello, who's this?
This is Christopher Fisher.
Hi, Krishna? Is that your name?
Christopher.
Christopher.
Hi, Christopher. Christopher, do you mind sharing your birthday so Paisley can look at the numbers for you?
January 21st, 1970.
Okay.
And did you have a question for us tonight, Christopher?
I would like to have a general reading done if I can.
Serb, I'm going to throw this one your way.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
I'm just shuffling first. So no particular area, you just want general?
Yes, because I've had a lot of dreams about contacts from relatives and stuff, so I figure a general might be in order.
Okay, great. Now, what I've got for you is the folks that are contacting you. Are you still grieving for them? Is there still something there where you're sad that they're not there anymore, or?
They're part of my ancestors. They were part of my biological family.
Okay. Because what I see here is, so like I said, I always read underlying energy, and what I've got for you is I've got the Five of Cups, which tells me that there's a part of you that's still grieving and sad, but then there's another part of you that knows that it's time to move forward. And I feel like perhaps they're there because they're helping you try and move forward. The other thing I've got here, the first card I've got for your general energy is the Knight of Pentacles, and what that tells me is that either there's somebody that's in your life, there is somebody, and it could be a pet, it could be any kind of spirit that feels really good for you to be around, good company. It's not, and it could be about the spirits that have been contacting you. Leaves you feeling very, other than the sadness, leaves you feeling very comforted, and you feel like you have really good companionship around you. The other thing is I also feel like, I've got the World here, so I feel like there's a huge cyclical change again. There's something leaving, something good, but you're kind of at the end of a cycle and you're ready to start something new. Whatever new you're going to start, there's going to be a lot of energy behind it. I feel like sometimes your energy is low, but I feel like it's kind of coming up now. It's getting better every day. I also feel like, you're a hard worker. You're a very independent person. And I feel like there's going to be a decision for you to make pretty soon. What's the decision?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to pull another card here. Yeah, you got some destiny cards here. So there's the Lover's card. That always means there's a big decision to make. So within the next few months, you're going to have that big decision to make. I feel like I don't know, are you finding lately that whatever you think it becomes manifested faster than it used to?
Oh, yes. And I'm starting to become more lucid in my dreaming, too.
Yeah, so I feel like the communication with your spirit and your higher self is much stronger than before. And I feel like you welcome that. Now the thing is, people who are on this path, whatever they're thinking, it comes to be a lot faster. So there's a real, the only thing I would say to you is really watch your thinking, and you know that saying, careful what you wish for. Just make sure you're wishing for the best and your focus is on the best. I feel like it's going to be a very magical time for you, though. I feel like you're ready to move forward, and your life will definitely shift. If you call back in a year, you're going to be in a very different space.
Wow.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I hope you all have a good night, and thank you so much.
Thanks, Christopher.
We're going to go to another call in area code 401. Elizabeth, there you go.
Hey, hi, you're on with Paisley, Serb, and Elizabeth and Dave. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Mary.
Mary, are you comfortable sharing your birth date for Paisley?
Let's see. It's February 1st, 63.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's your question for Serb and Paisley?
Okay. Actually, 2. Is that okay? They're not real deep. I'm just curious if I'll be able to get back in contact with my daughter, and I'm just concerned about my career. That's it.
Okay.
If that's too much. We can go with one or the other.
Okay. You guys want to split them up for time's sake?
Sure, I can do the daughter first, if that's okay, Paisley.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a quick look at what's going on with you and your daughter. And so you want to know if you'll be in contact with her soon, or?
No, if I will be able to ever be reunited, or if, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. How old is your daughter, if you don't mind me asking?
34.
34, okay. Now, at one point, I sensed there was a strong friendship there. Was there ever a strong friendship there?
Yeah. You mean with me and her? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's still there, okay, at the very, very core. because that's the card that's smack dab in the middle of the read I just did for you.
Okay.
I feel like your daughter is, I've got the Page of Wands, and I feel that represents her. So Page of Wands she's a very passionate person. She's fiery. She goes out and she goes after what she wants, and she, can sometimes, what I'm getting here, she can sometimes be quick-tempered, which is okay. There's just, you'll grow out of it one day. Yeah, I feel like, I do feel like there will be a connection one day. I feel like there will be opportunities to reconnect. So the only thing is there an older gentleman that could help you both reconnect somehow? Could there be a possibility of somebody helping you to just sit down and talk or have some kind of meeting or anything?
Not really. I don't know if you're talking about her dad. I have no contact with him anymore.
Okay.
Her brother is telling me kind of things that have gone on and where she's at, but it's just that she's not connecting with me, and I really have no way of connecting with her. I don't want to just show up on a doorstep. I mean, I know where she lives, but I don't want to.
Okay.
She's very fiery. She's very stubborn.
Yeah, she is. That's okay. What I'm going to do here is your question was great, but what I'm going to do is let's focus on you and what you can do on your end. And so what I've got here is in the past I've got the Three of Swords, which is a broken heart. And it's also, I feel like there was something, obviously, you don't have to be psychic to figure this out, but there was something that there was some kind of truth that was revealed. That's what put the rift in this relationship to begin with. I feel like, definitely I've got you here as the Eight of Swords, so I feel like there's a little bit of shift that needs to happen with the thinking. And I think that, and I don't mean that in a mean way, I just mean, we all get stubborn and we all, want to do things our way. Or I feel like, because you haven't been in touch with her for a while, what happens is when we're not in touch, we all change, especially young people. They change. So
I know I have.
Yes, which is good. So that means that it's time to start thinking from not the past, but from where you are now. Because the next card I see, I love it. I see the Three of Wands, which tells me that put out some things out there to let her know that you want to get in touch with her. Not in a desperate way, but just in a, hey, I'm thinking about you, I'd love to see you way. And then the ball's going to be in her court, okay?
Okay, because I just found out she's getting married. And it just brought up some old stuff, and I would love to see her, and has nothing to do with things that's happened in the past. I just would love to have her in my life. So what I want you to know is once you get past your fears and you're feeling a bit trapped by the situation, and once you put out those feelers, I see 3 ways you can try and get in touch with her. Not in an intrusive way or in a really demanding way. You won't do it that way, From the new person you become, you'll be able to do this. And she will welcome it, okay? Because I've got the Knight of Cups saying that's when you want to reinvent out of love. So a reinvention of this relationship lovingly. That will happen for you. But action needs to be taken, okay? Okay. Fantastic. Sounds good to me.
I'm just going to cut in here. Yeah, that was kind of a long one for that one question. Is it possible you can try back on the career next time? Because that was a little bit long for one.
Yeah.
Sure. We got people that want to get on.
Fine.
Thank you.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Dave, what do we got?
We're going to go to a 778 British Columbia phone number here.
Hi, Paisley. How are you?
I'm great. You've got Elizabeth hosting the show.
By the way, that's my...
Sorry? Can you say your name again?
Is this...
One at a time,
Can you guys
ladies.
hear me okay?
Ladies, one at a time. This is Amanda calling Elizabeth.
Yeah, I figured it was Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Want to talk to Paisley, she wants to talk to you. She's been trying all night. She's on the chat room and is like, I can't get in. I want to talk to Paisley. So, serve if that's okay. And Amanda,
fine.
Yeah, Amanda, what's your birth date?
November 7th, 1970.
And did you have a question for me?
I needed to know kind of where my work is going to either take me or not take me, and if you see in the cards or in numerology or just your senses say if I should be leaving my job and looking somewhere else.
Okay.
Everything's kind of up in the air, and
Okay. And I'll just say, Amanda, that when things happen for you, they never happen fast enough for you. Does that make sense for you?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay. You have 3 fire numbers in your birthday: the year that you're born, the date, the month that you're born, and when I add your birthday together, another fire number. And so when you combine that with the being born on the 7th day, this would just indicate to me like you're either full speed ahead or you're stuck. and that you go, so the way that you think and the way that you operate and the way that you want everything to all come together is very, very fast. And so is your question about, will you find a new job? Is that what your question is?
Well, see, I'm up in the air about my work. I love my job, but I hate it at the same time, and I'm not going to the places that I want to go right now.
Okay, you should be doing something that is very structured where you can work independently, that's in a very chaotic, busy social environment, that is an environment that will challenge your mind. Are you in a challenging position right now?
I'm in a very challenging position right now and chaotic.
Okay, and what part of that's not working for you? Because you should be thriving in that environment.
My coworkers and my superiors.
Okay. Well, I can tell you this.
They're not very supportive.
Okay. Well, it's often good to get support from outside of our workplace when stuff's going on at work. But because your name is Amanda, harmony and the lack of conflict works very well for you. So if you're feeling unsupported by them, you'll feel like you're in a situation that's conflictual. Do you do any cardio activity, Amanda?
Cardio?
Yeah. Do you work out? Do you go to the gym? Do you hike? Do you run? Do you do something fast that's cardio, swimming, something like that?
No. I have a medical condition, so I'm actually not able to do cardio. I pass out.
Okay. And even swimming or something light, like being in the water?
I'm not a big swimmer. I'm not very good at swimming.
Okay, the reason I'm bringing this up is because fire numbers are very passionate, and that energy, it's really important to release that energy from the body. Otherwise, it'll present in your life. It could present really strongly as frustration, feeling stuck, feeling like you're not moving forward, feeling like things aren't going fast enough for you. So instead of like doing laps, like in an Olympic sized pool, something like that, I would highly recommend if you can, bring a buddy and go in water and tread water or just hang around in the water to do a little bit of cardio. You don't have to swim back and forth, to the point where you're passing out, but do some kind of little bit of cardio that to release that passion from the body. It will ground you much more so that you can deal with what's happening at work. Because you're very sensitive. You're very sensitive to be hurt. And if you're not doing any cardio whatsoever, issues will present as temper and frustration for you. Does that ring a bell? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Okay. It'll come out as like really passionate, frustrating energy. Yeah.
Am I going to be going anywhere in my job? Like, would I be foolish to stay, or like, I guess I'm asking you, like, should I be staying in my position and hoping that things are going to go better for me at work, even like just moving up the food chain per se, or more a position that I feel more passionate about, or should I be looking elsewhere?
Mm-hmm. Hoping that your job is going to change. Hoping that your job is going to change isn't going to work for you. You're a person that needs to take action. So if you absolutely have decided that, that challenge isn't the challenge you're looking for at this time in your life, that I'm going to recommend that you do the homework and that you do the work and that you find yourself another position that's going to be challenging. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Paisley. And by the way, beautiful name because that's my daughter's middle name.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, Amanda. Thanks, guys.
We're going to go to a 323 area code. They have been trying forever, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Yes,
Hi.
I have. Hi, Elizabeth.
What's your name? Hi.
My name is Tomas.
Tomas. Okay. And are you comfortable sharing your birth date for Paisley?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm 6'8", 83.
Okay. Paisley, do you need his full name or just is that enough?
I don't need the full name. Is it Thomas? Is that the spelling?
It's no H.
Okay, see, Tomas. Okay, perfect. And did you have a question for us?
Yeah, I guess I just had wanted a general reading about kind of my love life. I've kind of been dating a lot of different people the last couple of years, and nothing has really panned out. And I guess I'm just wondering if anything more substantial or serious is in the future.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Serb if she doesn't mind speaking to this first.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. So what I've got for you here is you're definitely looking for a warm, comfortable, long-term relationship. And what I've got here for you, I've just pulled the cards for you. And, yeah, you're definitely, okay, so what I'm getting here is you definitely are looking for, the message that's coming out the most is you're looking for, I guess what a lot of people are looking for is that warm, comfortable, long-term relationship where everything's kind of working out, not just with the relationship, but also, you know, to building a life together, which means being able to manage the money and all that good stuff as well. So because we're doing the cards here, I feel like, are you dating someone at the moment that is a water sign or?
No, I'm currently single. So
You're single right now? Okay.
yeah.
I don't see anything in the near future, but that doesn't mean that something won't come up. Yeah, I feel like, you just need to, I do feel like the woman you're going to end up with, or the person you're going to end up with, is a Cancer or water sign. And I'm really getting Cancer really strong here. And that's not to say that, if you meet somebody that it could be somebody who's ascending into Cancer or presents as a Cancer personality. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that sign. But the person that you're actually going to end up meeting is very warm, very kind, and she's kind of moody, but that's okay. And she loves her home, so she loves making a really nice home, and her home is really where her heart is. And I feel like you'd be really comfortable with that. I don't know when you're going to meet this person, but I do feel like you are getting a little tired of being single, just trying to kind of, keep yourself occupied and stuff. But just hang in there. Mm-hmm. I do feel like you're going to meet somebody. I definitely feel like you're going to meet somebody. And I feel like your energies are lining up. It's almost like you'll meet this person when your energies have aligned up. And that's not something you can take control of. That's just something that happens. There is such a thing as divine timing. And I feel like you're definitely, you're well on your way there. So don't give up, okay?
Right on.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right, Paisley, do you have anything?
Thank you.
No, I don't have anything to add because I think that was really accurate with what's going on for you, Thomas. How did you feel?
Oh, I accidentally dropped him. That was my...
Yeah, that was a great reading.
I thought it was very accurate. Sitting over here.
Yeah, keep getting down.
Really
I've got the moon and I've got the Queen of Cups and then I've got the star energy. So it's like, yeah, that's Cancer or that's somebody that presents as a Cancer personality.
All right. We have about 2 minutes before we're going to go to break here. So if you're calling in right now, we will be taking more calls after the break. Liz, isn't this a lot of fun listening to Paisley and Serb just being able to read people? I know you read people for a living as well, but for me on this end, I find it so entertaining to listen to.
It really is, and nobody reads the same way. That's what I'm really learning from being in a room where other people are reading. Even though it's a virtual room, because no matter how we did this, whether Paisley did it or Serb did it or I did it, we wouldn't say the same things, and we wouldn't say even the same thing in the same way. So I think there's some kind of divine force at work that, when you get a reader, and if it's a good reader for you or for the time, that person's going to say something in a way for you, but it also very individual for them. It'll still be good information. I think it's great. I love listening.
Me too.
Thank you, guys.
And you know what the best part about it is? We are so fortunate here on Spaced Out Radio. Like, James has done a great job in bringing in all of you talented mediums because, there's a lot of people I've heard online and on air who have, you scratch your head and you wonder, is this person really real? Like, this seems so far out because all of a sudden you'll hear someone on the caller being like, no, that ain't me. That isn't all what I do. That isn't. And they always try and string it along until they find that one piece of connecting evidence. And Paisley, Serb, and even when Joanna is here, I mean, it just doesn't happen that way. We're so fortunate to have you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to hop out for a break here, ladies, and when we come back, we're going to take more phone calls right after this. So if you're calling in, give it about 4 minutes, and then we'll start taking the calls again. You're listening to Spaced Out Weekend. 2 mediums, a medium, and an extra large, right here on the mighty SOR.
Become more intimate and interactive with Spaced Out Radio. Join our Space Travelers Club with your new membership. For $5 a month, we'll provide you with special access to the website, monthly prize draws from books to psychic readings, along with monthly newsletter, private interviews, and more. Sign up today to be part of Spaced Out Radio's experience.
Every month on Spaced Out Radio, we look into the deep and dark reports of cryptids roaming around the world with me, Rob Morphy, from Cryptopia.us. I would love it if you would join me and host Dave Scott as we delve into the most arcane stories and reports regarding creatures of the unknown. My job is to hunt down the details and bring the evidence forward to you. These aren't your regular Bigfoot stories I'm talking about either. You can find out more about crypto history at spacedoutradio.com.
Looking for a place to advertise at a very reasonable cost? Look no further than Spaced Out Radio. SpacedOutRadio.com has an advertising tab that you can click to check out our daily, weekly, and monthly packages to play on the radio, or our website including social media. From commercial spots to banners, we have it all. Check out our competitive pricing today.
You hear footsteps in the empty room above you. A rocking chair begins rocking by itself. Don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night. Reach for Spirit Storybox, the iPhone app the Huffington Post UK called the only ghost hunting app you will ever need. Spirit Storybox. The spirits are telling their stories. Are you listening?
Strange creatures lurking in the night, the sounds of wood knocking in the forest, odd happenings right out of a fictional world. These are the reports I love. Hi there, this is author Ronald Murphy, and I would love it if you join me and Spaced Out Radio host Dave Scott the second Wednesday of every month on our journey into the unknown land of cryptozoology at spacedoutradio.com. From Mothman to Frogman and everything in between. Hey, they don't call me the crypto guru for nothing.
Is the 24-hour world starting to wear you down? Let me from Rivulet Reiki and Ratings lend you a hand. Hi, this is Jolene, and if you're in need of Reiki or a realm reading, come to my website, rivuletrr.wix.com/rivuletrr&r, and let us help you out. At Rivulet, I specialize in healing your body, mind, and soul, no matter where you are. And be sure to check out the Rivulet R&R Facebook page for your best deals. Remember, it's time for you to make some time for you.
Find yourself constantly looking up in the sky, looking for answers? Have you had extraterrestrial contact? Are you an abductee? Looking for answers to your experiences? Hi there, I'm R. Keith Andrews, Spaced Out Radio's resident ET expert. Join me live the first Friday of every month where I take questions from the Spaced Out Radio chat room and help you understand those from the far-off world. It's 2 hours of knowledge every experiencer should listen to. Hope to see you there.
Did you know that Spaced Out Radio runs 7 days a week? Hi, it's James Tyson from Spaced Out Weekend. Every Saturday and Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, you can join me and my guests for some great chatter about what's going on out in the universe, or even in that dark part of the basement you really don't want to go back into. Well, let's find the answers to your experiences together. So come on up to Uncle Jimbo's cabin on the weekend. For more information, look us up at spacedoutradio.com.
Would you like to connect with us on Spaced Out Radio? Head to spacedoutradio.com to check out the latest shows, guests, and sponsors. And don't forget to sign up for the Space Travelers Club. You'll find all you need at spacedoutradio.com. Welcome back to Two Mediums, a Medium, and a Large here on Spaced Out Weekend. Dave Scott here with Elizabeth Anglin as we are hosting and filling in for Uncle Jimbo, James Tyson, who has literally walked away and gone paranormal hunting this weekend. We're going to go to a 207 area code. They have been waiting a long, long time, Elizabeth.
Okay. Hi, what's your name? Uh-oh.
Oh, are you speaking to me? Hi.
I think I am. Hi.
Hi, good morning. My name is Tom. Tom.
T-O-M, Tom?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you need my birthday?
Yes.
January 27th, 1959. At 11:52 a.m. in Queens, New York.
Okay. What's your question?
I'd like to know how my trip to New York is going to work out for me. I plan on leaving next week. Well, this week.
Hi, Tom. This is Paisley speaking. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hi. So you're asking how your trip is going to work out?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything's kind of in the air now.
Okay. I would just say that it's really important for you to create safety for yourself, that you're a little bit of a planner. Like when I look at your birthday, it tells me you like things to be pre-planned and you like them to go a certain way and you like to be kind of structured and organized. But I get the sense that that's not what's happening this time for this trip. Is that correct? Is everything kind of shifting around for you?
Yes, I'm just on the roller coaster following the path, that's all.
Okay, that's the best thing you can do, because for you to not surrender to the flow of how it's going to unfold, it creates disharmony for you, and harmony works amazingly well for you. So I'm going to say get on board and go with the flow of what's happening. I feel like it can turn out to be a really positive experience for you, as long as you let go of the outcome. Does that make sense for you? Okay. And Sir, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Actually, very much on the same page as you, Paisley. I feel like you are a planner extraordinaire. You like things very cut and dry, very black and white. And this trip is going to be the total opposite of that. But you're ready for it. You're ready to get into this new energy. And you're going to let your hair down a bit. You're going to have fun, and you're going to go with your heart more than your mind. You're going to let go of some of that logic this time around.
Oh, that logic is my burden. I know.
It really is.
Actually, I'm taking this trip as a retreat away from Maine to do some internal work on myself and spread the love.
I see that happening for you. You've got the hermit in your read, and you're going to have some wishes come true on this trip as well. So whatever you've got planned for yourself, I see some of those things really coming through for you.
Thank you both so much. I really appreciate it. By the way, I'm a first-time caller.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Tom, we do this 7 days a week, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern Time, your time. So tune on into Spaced Out Radio or Spaced Out Weekend anytime. I believe this is showing an unknown caller, so it's probably a Skype number. Who's this? We're still not getting them. They might have to turn their microphone on. Or if they're using Spreaker, if it's Joey, then you have to...
Yes, it's me. Yes.
Oh, it's Joey!
Yes.
Awesome.
He knew it. I had to switch the tools. Anyway, I have a very important question. This is a really interesting question. I wonder if you guys could answer it for me. I tend to attract negative people. I tend to attract crazy, sometimes aloof people. I tend to also attract what do they call it? A wolf in sheep's clothing. So I need to figure out why I keep attracting these people and what could I do about that? Because I really need to. Yes.
I have to admit something.
Yes.
Are you ready? I'm very attracted to you. I find you very attractive. What does that say? What does that say about me? I mean, come on. You attract. I think you attract good people too. But let's ask Paisley and Sir, because hopefully I'm not all those things.
No,
you're awesome.
not. No. I'm talking about the certain people. Sometimes I'm working with. I'm talking about those people. Sometimes I tend to attract people that all of a sudden the mask falls off, and I don't understand why I attract those business people. Not that I'm saying my collaborations are awesome, my friends are awesome. It's just in business I tend to attract negative, in some cases negative people. And so I need to figure out why this is happening to me. So
sure. So, Joey, I'd love to speak to this for you. Are you able to provide me with the month and day and year of your birth?
Yeah, it's January 2nd, 1976.
Okay. And 1976, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. And, sir, did you have any information for Joey while I'm doing the numbers?
Absolutely. So, Joey, what I've got for you is you've got a lot of creative energy, and you're also, how can I put it, you've got a lot of light, okay? So you've got a lot of spiritual energy just kind of oozing out of you at all times. And what that is, and I'm sure all of us who are listening right now can totally relate to what you're going through, because what happens is when you're on that spiritual path and it's real and it's honest, and you've done your work, it's like, but the Hermit here, that tells me that you've done your spiritual work. I've got the Knight of Cups, which means you love doing that work and you love being, you're also a healer, like you've got healing energy. When you walk into a room, people feel better, they feel lighter, and you've got the Moon, that's also psychic energy, that's intuitive energy, and that Moon makes people feel a lot better too. They don't always know what to do with your energy, but they're very, very attracted to it, okay? Because they're looking for that, like they're wanting some of it for themselves. But what that does is that depletes you. And I bet most of our listeners today can really relate to this, because if you're on this path, you're experiencing this. Now, how do you deal with it? You do the protection, and you must respect that energy that you have. So it's really important to protect it. There's lots on the internet that you can look up on how to protect, and just because you've done your spiritual work, I'm not going to answer how to do that for you, because it may not work for you, and there's lots of different ways to do it. But I don't know, I just feel like you're not going to have this problem for long because you're going to do the work. I see you training here. I've got, an energy here that says you're definitely going to do the work, and you're definitely going to figure out how to protect your energy so that it's not being depleted by other people like that, and so that you're not attracting those people anymore, because you won't be vibing on, you won't be having that neon sign out saying, oh, come and take my energy, come and, you'll just be there teaching people just by being yourself, but you'll also be able to retain that for yourself without giving it away and attracting people who just don't know any better. It's not like they mean to be that way, they just don't know any better.
You know what? I tend to agree because I'm just like depleted, honestly. I'll just tell you, it depletes my energy to deal with some of the people, that I have to deal with. It really, depletes my energy. And you're absolutely right. When you say, they're there to deplete your energy, but you'll gain that energy back and do well. I agree. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But hopefully it'll happen soon. All right.
Okay, but it happens when you start you got to do the work, and you know how to do the work. That's the only reason. And you know what? I counsel most of my clients on this because most people who come for readings as well, they also have that same lightness of being. They have that light, that they're empaths, and that there's nothing wrong with that. That's the way you're wired. But the thing is when you're constantly having that, siphoned from you, it does leave you depleted. You're not enjoying your life as much as you could be. And really, at the end of the workday, you should be able to go home or go out or do something else with your life energy, too. Not just leave it all at work and then go home and, have to recover and go back the next day and do it over again. So, trust me, I had a friend telling me to do it for 4 years, and I didn't do it. And then one day, I was completely depleted, and I had to do it. I speak from experience here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Paisley,
All right.
did you do the number?
Yeah, Joey, I just want to say, you're very fun, and people that need to learn to have fun will be attracted to you. So it's possible that people that require healing or require healing through humor, your personality is very, very fun. I would say you're in a way, like a roller coaster ride. So people will be very attracted to the amusement part of that personality that you have. So just know that you're helping them and healing them.
I got you. Thank you very much, Dave and Elizabeth. Thank you very much. You're two of my awesome friends. So you're not on the list. Okay, you guys.
All right. We made it, Liz. We made Goatman's list. Okay, we're going to go to another call, another BC caller here, area code 778. Liz, you go right ahead and do your thing.
Hey, you're on.
Hi.
What's your name?
It's Clayton.
Clayton. Are you comfortable giving Paisley your birth information?
Yep. 072874.
Perfect.
Okay. What's your question?
I'm making a concerted effort on a career change into the arts. I put a really concentrated, focused effort at what I'm doing, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. But I'm just wondering if anyone is holding back my progress. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels really hard, but I'm not really getting anywhere very effectively.
Okay, so Clayton, I was having trouble hearing you. Did you say you're focusing on the arts? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm focusing on the arts and the entertainment and music specifically, and I'm writing some really, really good songs now. I've focused myself. I don't drink or anything anymore, and I've got my priorities straight on that, and I'm writing some of what I feel the best songs I've ever written before, and it just feels like I can't get anywhere with it or with anyone or anything, right? I really try, and things are happening, but it's just, in areas you think that it's really important to make an impression, you just feel like you don't make an impression, and you just feel like you...
Yes.
I
understand.
Like hitting a brick wall.
Let me ask you a question, Clayton. Do you find that sometimes you fight yourself?
Yeah, I think so. In some ways.
Okay, because when I do your numbers, you have the energy of the 1, which is water energy, and you have the element of the 2 when I add your birthday together, which is fire energy. And so what happens for someone with a birthday like this, I would say you get along with every personality type unless someone betrays you. But really importantly, sometimes you sabotage yourself or fight yourself. So you might spend a lot of time getting music ready and setting up the appointment and getting everything done. And then when it comes down to the 10-minute meeting that you have with that person that gets to say yes or no to your song, you're not that empowered to be fabulous. Does that make sense for you?
Okay. Yeah.
Has that recently happened?
Not in the sense of that. It's just I maybe pushed too hard too fast, and the things didn't happen the way they should have, kind of thing. But those are things that I would like to think that happen somewhat often in some sense. Right. You break a string on an instrument or something happens, just like in the hands of fate. Yeah, I can't say that. A brand new set of strings and one breaks at a crucial time, and it's like you make it through things like that, and you just you want to acknowledge it. You
trust, yeah, exactly, yeah. Did you have anything to add, sir?
Paisley, you and I are so in sync tonight.
Yay!
Yay! I know we usually are, but more so tonight than ever before. So what I've got for the music here and the writing is you are fabulous. You are so, so, so good. And your work should be flying, we should be hearing it on the radio or out there in the world. You're under energy, because what I've got here is you've got the creativity, you've got what it takes, you're a hard worker, you've dug deep to do your writing, and the work is amazing, and there's money here to be made, okay? The underlying energy I've got is the 9 of Swords, which is the only card in the deck that really signifies a great deal of anxiety, and, it's that inferiority complex, and it's that, oh, we'll never get anywhere. I don't know. On Sesame Street when I was a kid, I used to watch this guy he used to play the piano, and he'd make his little tunes, and then he'd hit his head on the piano when he didn't get it right. That's kind of that energy coming out. So, that, just work on that day by day. We've all had to deal with that. I mean, I know I've had to deal with that, and it's not a fun energy, but you can do it. It's that confidence, and just having confidence in yourself and knowing that your work is really, because what I've got here is your work is amazing. I've got the sun right in the middle of this read. I've got money right beside it, and it's amazing. So the other thing is to go nice and deep and start to see things from the inside out. So it's that needing to work on the internal self and allowing that energy to come out, because that's what that's all about, okay? So it's not operating from what you see with your eyes in the world. It's starting to operate from the inside out. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of doing this cycle again and again, and we don't want that. Okay?
No, yeah. Okay.
Well, I hope that made sense.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling, Clayton.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was a great reading. I want to give out. I think, you know what, for any aspiring artist or radio show host for that matter, we always want to hear, that we're trending in the right direction, because that is so important, because a lot of times when you're on the creative side, you always wonder whether or not you are going that way. I do want to give out the number, so once again, 1-702-302-4556. Elizabeth, we are going to go to another caller here. This is an area code 402.
Welcome. You're on.
Hi.
Paisley Serves and Elizabeth. Hey,
Hi,
what's
guys.
your name? Hi there.
This is Sharon.
Okay. Are you comfortable giving Paisley your birthday?
Oh, sure. 83157.
And did you have a question for us?
Yeah, and kind of a mediumship, hoping to get some answers on finances. That's my big concern right this minute.
Okay.
So serve for mediumship. I'm going to slide that one over to you.
Alrighty. Finances. I'm going to pull a few cards for you. Finances are not always the easiest to see in a reading, but I will do my best.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what we get here. Sorry, I'm still pulling my cards. I know we're on the radio and you can't see what I'm doing.
That's all right.
Alrighty. So finances is I feel like you haven't always had financial trouble. I feel like you've known what it's like to have money and to be okay and to be comfortable. Is that true, or is that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So, I live simple, so, but yes.
Yeah. So what I feel like, this is a really odd reading for finances. You are definitely struggling right now. I've got the Strength card in the middle, and that's telling me that you're definitely grappling with the money. But Strength card is also, it vibrates to the number 8, which tells me that, you know, you're saying that you're having financial troubles or that you're worried about your finances, which is fair. The 8 is empowerment, and it's actually a money number as well. So I feel like, you know, definitely there's just a need to kind of clear your head and just think things through and take action as to what you think will help you at this time. But the funny thing is everything I've got after that card has nothing to do with finance. It has everything to do with you having fun, doing what I feel like, you know, I've got the Ace of Cups as the underlying energy. That tells me your cup run is over. So you know what that tells me that. So a lot of things with money, there's just, number one, you know what it's like to have money or to be comfortable. So right there, that tells me you have the blueprint that allows you to have the money. Now, you know, the thing where people struggle with abundance is when they have that poverty consciousness. You don't actually have that, right. So you're way ahead of the game. So it's time to go back to that blueprint. You're not the person. I don't feel like you're the person that's around thinking, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to be living under a bridge one day." I don't. You know that's not going to happen to you. So
no, I don't know that. No, I worry about that.
You do worry about that? Okay, so then you're like the rest of us. All right. Yeah. So very, very common theme, trust me. A lot of us sit around worrying about that. But I feel like I don't know if you're doing what you love to make money, or there's a lot of love here. There's opportunity to do something that, I don't know. Are you a really social person? I just see you socializing here. And I know that has nothing to do with money, but it's come up in your money thread.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like people, I like animals, but I've been living very isolated for a long time. And
alrighty, I
don't have the physical ability to work like I used to.
No, a lot of us don't. Definitely need to make changes as time goes by. Our bodies change, our energy levels change. I feel like, you know, with a little bit of, I know it's going to sound very general, but with a little bit of soul searching, I need you to definitely think of something that you absolutely love doing, and I need you to direct your energy into that area along with the money, okay? Again, like I said, finances are not always the easiest to read. Your first card tells me that you've had money. Your second card tells me you're definitely struggling right now. All the other cards are telling me do something fun that you love to do. Gratitude attitude as well. That you've got to get the focus on gratitude for what you already have so that can amplify. And it really does work. I've, tried it. It does work. Paisley, do you have anything to add?
Well, it's interesting, Serb, that you said about the 8s, because when I add up the numbers in your birthday, Sharon, you have 2 8s, and 8s are the most lucky, fortunate, wealth numbers out of all the numbers. So we are right on. right on the same page. But I'll say sometimes you may have a tendency to stress or worry about money. And I would like to invite you not to do that anymore. I would like to invite you to think of a different option. So, sometimes we can worry or we can trust. Have faith. You have moments when you are very faith-filled. And when I say that, do you understand? Do you resonate with what I'm saying? Yes. And then you doubt yourself. And then you're faith-filled, and then you doubt yourself. Stay in the light. Stay in the faith. Keep going.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you feel like you have to do something. It's that God helps those who help themselves,
Mm-hmm.
So, so I kind of go back and forth, but it's kind of like, well, I can't, what can I do? Can't really do anything.
You should be doing something where no one is telling you what to do, where no one is directing you, because you know what needs to be done and you can do it.
Right.
And the money's there for you to do it. You just have to figure out what that is and go for it. Like, it would be great if Serb and I could just say, hey, do this, or hey, do that. But this is about you. This is about your life. You need to go inside and figure out what that is you need to do.
Yeah. Something you love. It will be something you love, okay?
Absolutely. And it'll be very fun.
Yeah. Huh. And social.
And busy and chaotic.
Did any of those cards talk about good health? That my health would be better? Because that's the only way you're going to have fun.
I didn't get anything in the cards about health, but what I got was your emotional health is really, really good, and a lot of times our emotional health feeds our physical health. So, and I'm speaking from experience here. I actually have had rheumatoid arthritis since I was 28. And during my worst flare-up, if I got a social invitation somewhere or if I was going to go out and do something that I wanted to do, miraculously, my joints didn't feel as bad. Miraculously, I didn't.
That's funny.
It was like a miracle, but it's not really a miracle. It's your emotional health feeds your physical health. That's the way it is.
Right.
And
that's definitely
you're feeling
true.
better emotionally, you're going to start feeling better physically. It goes hand in hand.
Well, that's why I call and I listen to the, Spaced Out Radio with Dave. That feeds my emotional health.
Well, thank you.
That's great. Good.
It's true. All right. Thank
Sharon,
you guys.
thank you. Much love to you, my dear. And I'll be glad to see you in the chat rooms this week.
Yes, and I want to listen to your adventures tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. What we're going to do here is we are going to hop out for a break here at the bottom of the hour. It is our final break of the night. Elizabeth Anglin and myself, Dave Scott, are hosting Paisley Town, and Serb, our resident psychics tonight. I'm just the extra large, and, well, Elizabeth is a medium as well, so she's part of the medium team. So stick around. We'll be right back right after this.
Are you an experiencer? Have you had run-ins with strange creatures you can't explain? ETs, Dogman, Bigfoot, werewolves? They're enough to scare the daylights out of anyone. Hi there, I'm Butch Witkowski from your Cop. And on the last Monday of every month, you can listen to me and the host, Dave Scott, talk about the weird and the strange being reported on Spaced Out Radio. I'm going to bring my investigations and sources, you bring your experiences, and we'll figure out the rest together. Strange Days on Spaced Out Radio. Come tune us in at spacedoutradio.com.
Are you interested in advertising on Spaced Out Radio?
Head to our website at spacedoutradio.com and click on our advertising tab. There you will find an assortment of ways you can get your product out there with us.
From the radio, commercials, to banners, to social media.
Have a product you'd like our host to endorse? We can do that too.
Visit spacedoutradio.com for more details.
Visit purpleplates.com today. For over 40 years, the Purple Energy Plates have been delivering amazing results for their many customers. Inspired by the great genius Nikola Tesla, the harmony, healing, and energetic effects of the plates have proven over and over to be beneficial and often miraculous to thousands of customers. With their money-back guarantee and the many benefits, how can you afford not to get one? Check their site for daily specials and choose from their many energy products. You won't be sorry.
Right here, this is where we divulge
the fruit of our research. Here on the Webster Phenomena every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern on Spaced Out Radio.
Attention Spaced Out Radio listeners, for only $5 a month you can join Spaced Out Radio Space Travelers. Your membership at spacedoutradio.com will give you access to private fan area on the website, get you a monthly newsletter, draws for monthly swag, and a whole lot more. Sign up today to become a part of the Spaced Out Radio experience.
Strange creatures lurking in the night, the sounds of wood knocking in the forest, odd happenings right out of a fictional world. These are the reports I love. Hi there, this is author Ronald Murphy, and I would love it if you join me and Spaced Out Radio host Dave Scott the second Wednesday of every month on our journey into the unknown land of cryptozoology at spacedoutradio.com. From Mothman to Frogman and everything in between. Hey, they don't call me the crypto guru for nothing.
Greetings and salutations, space travelers, from the Chronicles of the Unknown team.
What is Chronicles of the Unknown? I keep hearing about this thing.
It's a new paranormal reality TV show based right here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. Follow our team as we uncover claims of activity on the Caribou Gold Rush Trail. You can also follow us here every third Monday, where two members of our team will be available to answer your questions. We'll give you some equipment updates and some of our experiences on the road, right here on Spaced Out Radio.
Did you know that Spaced Out Radio runs 7 days a week? Hi, it's James Tyson from Spaced Out Weekend. Every Saturday and Sunday night, starting at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern, you can join me and my guests for some great chatter about what's going on out in the universe, or even in that dark part of the basement you really don't want to go back into. Well, let's find the answers to your experiences together. So come on up to Uncle Jimbo's cabin on the weekend. For more information, look us up at spacedoutradio.com.
Missed most of tonight's show? Don't worry, you didn't miss a thing. You can head to our website, spacedoutradio.com, and download our archives for free. And don't forget to get your Space Travelers membership today. Now, back to tonight's show. Remember, you can find everything you need at spacedoutradio.com, including the SOR Space Travelers Club, $5 a month. And with that membership fee, we're not just giving you our archives like everyone else does. Hell no. You're worth more than that, our listeners. We're going to give you, for $5 a month, access to a private section on the website for your postings. You also get your name automatically put in for monthly prize draws that happen on the final Friday of every month. This Friday will be our first lucky draw. You also get a monthly newsletter and access to private group interviews with a special guest. All you got to do is click on and sign up for the SOR Space Travelers Club. This is two mediums, a medium, and an extra large tonight. I am your host, Dave Scott, along with Elizabeth Anglin from Cosmic Passport. And we're filling in for Uncle Jimbo, James Tyson, tonight. Elizabeth, I'm giving it to you now.
There's a couple issues that we have, and we'd like to learn how to work better with her. The first thing that's happened, she's now 3, is barking at all of us, known and unknown people. She'll bark at the leaves. She's just barking all the time. And she wasn't quite doing that before, so we wondered if there was something we could communicate with her about that, but she doesn't need to do that. And the other thing is she has terrible car sickness, and we want to take her anywhere, and we'd like to help her overcome that. So either or both questions.
Okay. Sir? Okay, so great question. What I'm getting with the dog Bodhi here is I feel like I'm getting a lot of personality stuff here, so I'm not surprised there's more barking than usual. How long have you had Bodhi for?
Let's see. She's been with us since she's been about a year and a half, perhaps.
And how old is she now?
She's 3 now, just as of May.
3?
Yes.
Okay. So something has happened where what's happening is she's just getting more comfortable. A lot more comfortable, a lot more settled in, and feeling like Bodhi can just be Bodhi. And so you're starting to see Bodhi grow into, and it's a girl, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you're starting to see her grow more and more into her real personality. She's getting more and more comfortable, and that's why these things are happening. The car sickness, I would say I'm trying to have a look here, because I have a dog he doesn't get car sick, but he hates the cars so much. And I attributed that I could actually see his past life. He was a horse in his past life, and they used to take him on the road all the time, and, there were just issues that way. I'm not getting a lot more other than, she's just starting to get a lot more comfortable. The barking is new. It will kind of calm down in a bit, probably a few more months or so. Because she's just exercising her voice a bit more than usual. I feel like she's slowing down, and she's, there's just stuff here where she's slowing down a bit, lots of changes. But what I would highly recommend for you is, I don't know if you have access to an animal communicator in your community or not.
No, anybody else.
You don't know anybody does that?
Our host is an animal communicator. I have a website. If you
great.
want to call me, yeah, you can.
I'll give you a call. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that would be the best way to do that.
Yeah. I'd be happy to read for her.
Okay.
So your dog is very comfortable. Very comfortable.
Yeah. I thank you for your help.
Thank you. 1-702-302-4556 if you want to join in on the conversation and get a reading from one of our lovely mediums, as Paisley and Serb are at your beck and call tonight. Beck and call.
Yeah, and if nobody calls in, then I'm going to ask them a question, and then that means I got to think of a question.
Well,
so I've got a question for Paisley too, if she's willing to do it.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Sir, what's your question?
Oh, I just want you to do my numbers.
Your numbers?
Yeah.
But you have to tell me your birthday on the air. Are you willing to do that?
Okay, I can tell you my birthday. Okay,
Sure.
Ready?
Go ahead.
May 6th.
Right?
1970.
Perfect. And did you have any question for me?
You know what? I'm going to get you to hold on to that thought, because we're going to take another caller here. And
great.
This is from a 510 area code. Elizabeth, up to you now.
Hi, you're on with Paisley and Serb. Hi. What's your name?
My name is Manish, Maneesh.
Okay. Do you mind sharing your birthday?
May 1568.
Okay.
And did you have a question for us?
Do you see improvement in my financial situation? Thank you.
So I'm going to throw that over to you, Serb, if you've got your deck handy.
Oh, yes,
and then
sir.
I'll come back and run the numbers.
Okay, let's have a look. Alrighty, I'm just getting ready to pull the cards here. So, alrighty. I feel like financially, what's going on here? Okay, so financially, I feel like things can and will improve, but not without you taking action. So I think that's usually the cornerstone of most improvements. Is I feel like you have an opportunity that's been presented to you that, or will be soon presented to you, to help you with your finances. I just feel like you feel that you have a full plate and that there's no more that you can actually do. I also feel that you've put some things out there, like either business plans or applications, or you've sent stuff out that you're still waiting for answers to come back. Does that make any sense to you?
Yes, it does.
It does? Okay. So I feel like your question is a really great question because right now you do need to watch your finances, okay? I've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is not my favorite card just because I have sometimes had a very hard time reading it. But what it means after all these years, to me, it means that you really have to watch your money and you have to watch what you're doing. You have to read the fine print on things and you have to make very conscious decisions. Read everything carefully, consider your options. I feel like the nice thing here is I feel like you do have options. You do need to sit and contemplate the best options for yourself. There's ways of doing that. Make lists of positive and negative attributes to certain financial avenues that you could go down, okay? You have the magic touch. You will have, you will attract more opportunities to come out of your financial issues. I do see that happening for you. And remain positive, okay? Yeah, that's very important because, your wishes will come true, basically. It's having faith, but it's also, taking action, making sure you're watching everything, doing all the logical things you need to do to keep yourself going. I don't see you falling flat on your face here. I see things moving along. But I do see that, you're waiting for some things to come through right now.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope that was helpful.
Yes, it was.
Thank you, Manish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know what I do
Dave,
love?
got anybody else?
We're just waiting. Somebody was calling during that phone call, and they hung up. So if you're listening and your area code is 301, call on back. You know what I absolutely love about doing this show, filling in for James, is a lot of times what I'll do is I'll actually go on Google and see where everybody is calling from. It's amazing how many people are calling. Well, they just called back, and I joined the call. If you, area code 301, stop teasing me. If you're going to call in, call in. There we go. Where is area code 301? That's what I want to know. Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Carla.
Carla.
Carla! Hey, Carla! Yeah, Carla.
Yeah, I just decided, let me turn down my...
Area code 301. That's what I want to know.
Hey, I hear myself.
Yeah, that was Alan. How are you guys?
We're well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Elizabeth. It's been a while.
I know. I'm sure you have lots of questions. Do you mind sharing your birthday with Paisley?
Oh, why not? Actually, I had more questions about my cats and dog, but let's talk about me too. July 2nd, 51.
And Carla, did you have a question for us?
Well, I was more concerned. I mean, when I wasn't going to call at all. And then I heard you talking about dogs and cats. And I have a dog and 3 cats. My life has changed tremendously in the past few months. And I'm just wondering, the dog has been a little more aggressive, began to get really aggressive for a tiny bit, and now he's relaxed. And I just want to make sure that everyone is okay, because they have been living in a different type of environment with me than they had been in the past.
So I'm going to ask Serb if she can shuffle her deck, and perhaps she can come up with some insight for you.
Yeah.
And then I do have a question about my finances, but I don't know if I want to go into that or not.
Okay. So for your dog that became a little more aggressive for a little while, did that happen around the same time all these changes were happening?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's very, very normal. Not that you like the aggression, but that's how the dog was reacting to the changes. And so I feel like, and you have several animals, right? You don't have just the dog. How many cats do you have?
I have 3 cats. The dog is Bodhi, and the cats are Ananda, Rama, and Krishna.
Okay. So I feel like the cats kind of stick together. Is that so, or is that not true, or?
No, they have begun to. It's really interesting to watch. They're becoming really good friends all of a sudden.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that the cats are becoming closer, and they're kind of hanging out, and they're just bonding. The dog, however, is kind of in a different space. I feel like the dog is way more sensitive than your cat. Into your emotions more than the cats do. The cats kind of have each other, I feel, and they can kind of make do with that, their own little circle. But the dog is more, and I feel like the dog is more of a leader as well. That's kind of what I'm getting there. And I just feel like it's kind of just not a relaxing time, but it's just a time where things just aren't as busy as they used to be, or there's just a different energy in the house. Okay?
Well, you know that I was going through all that physical leg problem that has not really cleared up. And I think that had, so I have been kind of stuck in the house more than normal. So they're seeing, it's a completely different environment for them.
Yeah. I also feel like, I feel like you're definitely being guided to, because I've got the star energy here, so I feel like you're being guided to keep your faith and to just know that things are going to get better. I do see in your future, though, not necessarily with your animals, but are you at all planning to move or change residences, live in a different house? Okay. Because I see changes.
Not that I know of, but my life seems to take on its own way, its own course at times.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. So what I'm feeling here is I feel like, in the future, because this was about your animals at first, but I feel, and it's still about your animals, I feel like there might be a change of residence or just a change. It could be renos. It could be anything. There's going to be some kind of change in your home. Okay? And the base, like your routines and stuff are going to change.
In a good way, or?
I feel like they're going to change in a way that is going to actually bring more energy to you. You're going to feel more energized and in control of the situation. And that's what I'm getting here. But I feel like there will be some soul searching before that happens. So you'll have time to get used to the change.
Okay. Now, financially, are things going to get better soon?
Again, I would give you the same advice that I just gave the caller before. It's really important that you watch your finances. So we don't want to bury our head in the sand, or, we don't want to be obsessing about it either, but we definitely want to know where everything is, and you definitely want to keep your options open, okay?
Okay. Because you know that I'm working on the Giggle Fest and Laughter Meditation really full-time now.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, this is all I'm doing, basically.
Good.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Carla. I love hearing your voice. I love hearing your laugh when you come on.
I actually missed you a lot, and I couldn't find your number, and I just, it just didn't seem like time to call you, so I hadn't been. But, maybe it is time.
Maybe it is. I got my gallery open, and I've got a little more time. So, it's ElizabethAnglin.com, and you can. The best thing to do is email first.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling, Carla.
All right.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Take care. What a pleasant woman. I wish I had her spirit,
great.
always laughing. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right, while we're waiting for any more callers, if you want to call in, 702-302-4556 is the call-in number. Paisley and Serb are here. Elizabeth is here. We got a full house. It's been a good night. We have about 7 minutes left. So while we're waiting, see if anybody else decides to give us a ring in here. Serb, you had a numerology question for Paisley.
I did. Did you get a chance to work on it, Paisley? Or
I have your numbers right here. Did you have a question, or did you just want a little bit of information?
Just information would be great.
Sometimes Sometimes you give your energy away too much without paying yourself first, if that makes sense. So because you love to be of service and you have the ability to be compassionate to anyone that you come in contact with, whether it be someone in an elevator or at a bus stop or a stranger or walking down a hallway, your heart is so open that you generously give all the time, and sometimes you forget to give to yourself. So this birthday would indicate to me, really pull back and focus on self-care. Have you been doing that lately? I feel like you have.
Yeah, this is the year of self-care, I think. And it's funny that you say that, because I feel guilty about doing it sometimes. And it's like, okay,
interesting. But here's the thing, Serb, if you do self-care for yourself, your gas tank will be so full, you'll actually be able to bring more people on board on your ride, on your journey. You'll have, your tank will be full, and you'll be able to actually help and heal a lot more people more effectively, more quickly, and more astutely than when you're drained or when you don't have enough for yourself.
Oh, absolutely. I fully agree with that. Agree with that. Thank you very much for doing that.
You're welcome. And also the name Serb and Serbjeet, because I have the correct spelling here, it indicates to me that you're an advocate for other people. And this helps you with your life lesson of the one when I add your birthday together, because it helps you come into your own voice more clearly. So I would imagine that since you've been starting to do these readings, that you've been able to come into your voice more for yourself, not just for your clients. Does that make sense to you?
It absolutely does. Yeah.
Great.
All right, ladies. We have another caller here, area code 480. Elizabeth, it's up to you.
Hi. You're on with Paisley and Serb. Who's this?
I'm Michelle. I actually called earlier. I didn't know if I could call again. If I can't, that's okay. I just thought I'd make one more call, because I didn't give my birth date the first time.
Oh, Paisley?
Sure. What's your birthday, Michelle?
Okay. My birthday is October 30th, 1977. And I kind of just wanted to leave it up to you guys to feel whatever.
Okay, perfect. Did you have a question at all?
I felt like my first question was asked. You had mentioned something about finances, and then I was kind of curious where my direction is going with my spirituality.
Well, your numbers and your name would both indicate to me that you're a very spiritual person, and that you're very scientific and structured and organized, but strongly, strongly intuitive. I think you were speaking to Serb earlier, and are you the caller that had said that you receive information through dreams? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Are you also a healer or an artist?
I feel like I'm both. I feel a lot of people talk to me, and I feel energy very strongly.
Not only do you feel it strongly, not only do you feel people's energy strongly, but their energy impacts you and it's really important for you to protect yourself. I'm not sure if you heard the information I was giving to Serb about self-care and filling up your gas tank so that you can help more people. That's exactly what your birthday is all about too. So I would say because your heart, you have the ability to open your heart so wide that it actually leaves you a little bit vulnerable to be hurt by other people. So protection, very important. Self-care, very important. But also in your birthday numbers in your name, you have 3 of the number 1. So this would indicate to me it's really important for you to drink a lot of water and get more sleep than most people. Do you get enough sleep?
No.
Okay. You need more sleep than most people. So, if you hear experts say, oh, you need 6 hours a night, you might need 8 or 9. So
I believe that.
Figure out how you can pencil in naps or get to bed earlier or skip watching a show on TV. You should be really attracted to nature shows and things like that, things about healing and helping the planet. Those kinds of shows that are structured and natural and organic and save the animals kind of show. So if you can skip a show and get an extra hour of sleep here and there, that's going to benefit you a lot.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And the other thing about the sensitivity is protection prayers are amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. So always remember to protect yourself.
You see my spirituality as far as socialization with a congregation or anything like that coming up?
I feel like there's endless possibilities to the kinds of people that you can connect with, because if somebody said, tell me about Michelle, what's her personality like? I would say structured hippie. Like very organic, very generous, very loving, open, but still like organized and structured and clear and communicator and teacher and leader.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense to me too.
Great.
I'm like a modern day hippie.
Perfect. I'm glad that's a good fit.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. It's been great. Okay.
Thanks.
Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.
Good night.
She snuck in there. She snuck in there for a second time. She is sneaky. We'll have to watch out for her next time. She's dangerous.
Well, I think she was the first time caller. Now she's, it's going to be your third time next time she calls in.
I know. She's like a regular veteran around here now. More experience than I am. I've never called in. All right. Serb, we have about a minute left. So why don't you tell people how we can get a hold of you?
The best way to get hold of me is actually through my email address, which is serbjeetcandola 06@hotmail.com.
All right. And Paisley?
My website is www.paisleytown.com.
And my cohort for tonight, the third medium, Elizabeth for Animal Communication. How can people get a hold of you?
My website is elizabethanglin.com.
Ladies, I'm going to get you to hold on. I'm going to close this thing out for us tonight because it's that time. So, if you're listening in and you hear the Bumblefoot playing, that means it's time to go bye-bye on our end. Tomorrow night on the show, I will be back in the hot seat because it's my turn. Uncle Jimbo left the cabin in pretty good shape here, so I can just slide on in and we'll get on talking paranormal tomorrow night with Chronicles of the Unknown. Always a good time. 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern time. And don't forget, you can hear everything at spacedoutradio.com. Follow us on Twitter at spacedoutradio. Give our Facebook page a like, Spaced Out Radio Show. On Instagram, I can be followed at Dave Scott SOR. Our YouTube channel for all our archives is Spaced Out Radio Show. And, of course, our website, spacedoutradio.com. While you're there, peruse it. Peruse it. There's a word that isn't used enough. Peruse the website. And join the SOR Space Travelers for only $5 a month. That's less than a Starbucks coffee if you can actually speak coffee language. And with that, you get monthly prize draws. Your name is automatically entered. Private section on our website. And so much more. You know the other stations that you listen to? Or maybe you do, maybe you don't. You pay them $5 a month, you know what you get? Access to their archives. We're here to take care of you. This is about you, not us. So come join us. Sign up for the SOR Space Travelers. I will talk to you tomorrow night. Mr. Bumblefoot, our music man, is taking us home right now. Good night.
This is the new totalitarian state. 1,000 eyes are waiting for you to break. Stay in line, don't make a mistake. We're watching. We watched you fall.